Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Q4 FY22 earnings conference call of Iris Clothing Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Ms. Sonia Keswani from Ernst & Young IR Practice. Thank you, and over to you, Ms. Keswani.
Thanks, Neerav, and good evening, everyone. On behalf of Iris Clothing Limited, I welcome all of you to the company's Q4 and FY22 earnings conference call. I'm Sonia Keswani from Ernst & Young IR Practice, and we manage investor relations for Iris Clothing. Would have already received the Q4 and FY22 results and investor presentation, which is also available in our filings with the NSE. To discuss the company's business performance during the year and outlook, we have with us today Mr. Santosh Ladha, Managing Director, and Mr. Neeraj Agarwal, Chief Financial Officer of Iris Clothing. Before we proceed with the call, a disclaimer. Please do note that anything said on this call during the course of the interaction and in our collaterals, which reflects the outlook towards the future or which should be construed as a certain forward-looking statement, must be viewed in conjunction with the risks the company faces and may not be updated from time to time. More details are provided at the end of the investor presentation and other filings that can be found on our website www.irisclothings.in. Should you have any queries or need any further information at the end of this call, you can reach out to us at the email addresses mentioned in the company collaterals. With that, I would now like to hand over the call to Mr. Santosh Ladha. Over to you, sir.
Sonia, good evening, everyone. I am Santosh Ladha, the Managing Director of Iris Clothing Limited. Thanks for taking the time out to participate in our maiden earnings call. I am pleased to inform you that despite the challenges faced in the year gone by, our revenues in FY22 grew by 6.7% Y-on-Y, driven by growth in sale volumes and new product launches. However, since this is going to be my first interaction with most of you, before we delve into discussion our performance and developments, I would like to take a moment to talk about our company. Iris Clothing Limited is a fast-growing kid apparel company that is engaged in designing, manufacturing, branding, and selling garments. Our products are sold under the brand Duremi, which was launched within a year of starting the business in 2005. Duremi started its sales through distributors, retailers network based out of Mumbai. Since then, the brand has been steadily gaining popularity from word-of-mouth publicity. It has also gained acceptance in the retail stores given its high quality and stylish range of collection and our ability to continuously launch new products with varied designs. We offer a wide range of apparels for infants, toddlers, and junior boys and girls that suits both their indoor and outdoor requirement. This includes top, t-shirts, shorts, trousers, pajamas, socks, sets, among others. Our brand has good presence in 26 states across India, with Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Gujarat being our key markets. We have over 125 distributors for selling our garments, and their network is expanding as we speak. While most of our sale happens through their distribution network, we do around 10% of sales directly through online e-commerce channel like FirstCry. Our company has attained good brand and growth through online channels and believe online could be an important channel for further growth. We currently operate out of 4 key manufacturing sites based out of Havda in West Bengal. The entire process of garment manufacturing is completed in-house, including designing, development, cutting, printing, stitching, finishing, quality checks. Therefore, our manufacturing infrastructure that is strongly backward integrated enables us to have better control over quality and be cost efficient. CapEx done in FY22 led an increase in our installed capacity from 27,000 pieces to 30,000 pieces manufactured per day. With this additional capacity, we aim to manufacture between 24,000 to 27,000 pieces per day by FY23 from the current level of 22,500 pieces. Moving to our business updates in FY22, we launched our infant wear vertical in December last year. We will also be launching an accessories line in the vertical where in mother bags will hit the market in May 2022 and the rest of the items by June 2022. The same month will also mark the launch of our sportswear vertical. On the domestic front, we expand our reach to another 5 Tier 2, 3 cities across Uttar Pradesh, Kerala, Punjab and Rajasthan. While on the export front, we sell our shipments to countries in Middle East and South Africa. For FY23, our capex target will be 3 crores, which will increase our installed capacity by 10% by the end of fiscal year. I'm pleased to announce that on the technology front, we will be launching a B2B platform for wholesalers in May 2022, which will enable easy order bookings and stock keepings. For our much awaiting B2C e-commerce platform will go live by June 2022. We believe our new product launches coupled with technology advancement will give us a significant head start and set us for a good growth as we enter the new financial year. To talk about our strategy ahead, we will be growing our business in 4 fronts. One, we will continue with our innovation-driven strategy and keep launching new products. We will be focusing on the undergarments, sportswear and innerwear segment where we can see strong growth prospects. Constantly add new markets in both domestic and international location. While in India, we will keep increasing our footprints in Tier 2 and 3 cities. Globally, we will be targeting newer regions in Middle East, Africa and West Asia. Moreover, to increase our visibility among trade partners, we will be participating in various industries, exhibitions and trade shows. 3 would be increase our market share in existing markets by strengthening our network. And 4, grow our online business along with our offline business. I think the opportunities that we are tapping, being a homegrown company with a brand in an era that is so brand conscious, is huge. On top of that, catering to the kids segment that does not have a lot of domestic brands makes that opportunity even huge. I will now hand over call to Neeraj Agarwal, our Chief Financial Officer, will walk us through the Q4 and full year FY22 financial numbers. Thank you, and over to you, Neeraj.
Thank you, Santoshji. Good evening, everyone. In quarter 4 financial year 22, our revenue stood at rupees 2.8 crores, which is up by 10.2% year-on-year. EBITDA was at rupees 5.2 crores, down by 2.5% year-on-year, and EBITDA margin was 15.9% against 18% in the same quarter last year. This was mainly due to increase in raw material prices and is expected to normalize in first half of FY23 as the pass-through happens via price hikes. Our profit after tax stood at rupees 2.5 crores, up 18.6% year-on-year, and PAT margin stood at 7.6% against 7% in Q4 FY21. Our full year revenue crossed rupees 1 crore for the first time and grew by 26.7% year-on-year basis to rupees 111.8 crores. This was despite the second wave induced lockdowns that ceased operation in our largest markets in India in the first quarter and another hit in the third quarter, wherein we refrained from selling our goods due to the expected GST rate hike from the council that impacted all the domestic supplies. Our EBITDA stood at rupees 1.6 crores, up by 25.8% year-on-year. EBITDA margin were at 19.3%, up by 17 basis points. Net profit stood at rupees 10.1 crores, which is a whopping 55.3% growth year-on-year, and PAT margin of 9.1%. With this, I think we can now open the floor for questions. Thanks.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. The first question is from the line of Jay Singh, individual investor. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon. Good set of results. Just a few questions. The first one, you said that your online community is about 10% right now. It contributes 10%. What is the roadmap for increasing this in the future? Do we have a target for like 3-5 years down the line?
Yes, we have a target for online business. At present, we are doing this online business with FirstCry. But in June 2022, our website will hit B2C market. And within 3 years, we have a target of around 50 crores for this market revenue.
Okay, great. And just one more follow-up question to that. Thanks for answering that. One more follow-up question. Do we have any plans to optimize our overheads? Because if we are aiming at more of an online platform, I'm assuming margins will increase, correct?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Online market, the margin will increase.
Okay, so do we have any projections or is there like an internal system of margins that they're expecting over the medium term?
First year, we can't say that margins will increase. First year, the margin will go down if we say in terms of online. But by the coming years, like this year, we are targeting of no margins from online. But next year, we can target around 20 to 30% margin from online.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much for answering the question, and congratulations on the result.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Rashmi Modi from Gantiam. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah. Hi. Congratulations, sir, on a good set of numbers. I just had one question in mind. You have a target capex of around 3 crores for the coming year, which will increase the production capacity by 10%, as you mentioned in your presentation. So, could you please elaborate on how do we expect to gather the figure? As in, is it through internal accruals, or are we looking out to take on more debt for that?
It's totally from the internal accrual.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Rushi Jain, individual investor. Please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. So can you throw some light on how many do we have a domestic competitors, and how are we planning to compete with them?
At present, अगर domestic competitor का बात करेंगे अपने, तो there is no domestic competitor at present.
Okay.
हम लोग जिस baseline और good quality का बात करते हैं और good prices का बात करते हैं, उसमें हमारे पास में तो अभी आज के दिन हमको हमारे end पे तो कोई competitor नहीं दिखाई देता.
Okay, good. So are we planning to set up any new manufacturing facilities in the near future?
Not in a year, maybe after 2 to 3 years. After 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
Because this facility can go up to around 300 crores.
Okay.
From this facility, we can have a revenue of 300 crores. So we should wait for 2 years. Then only we can set up a new factory.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and one to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Jay Singh, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Just another quick question. You'd mentioned that we were planning to expand into tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Can you just give a rough color on how our current market segmentation is? How much focus do we have? What are we expecting?
Sorry, आप online का पूछ रहे हैं?
No. In everything counted for, because you said we are planning to expand it. So I was just wondering, not only online.
Tier 2, tier 3 का पूछ रहे हैं आप?
Yeah.
At present हम लोग जैसे अभी बात कर रहे थे कि दिल्ली और यूपी हम लोग टारगेट कर रहे हैं. तो टायर 2, 3 सिटीज का जितना भी सिटीज है उसको ट्रैप कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि टायर 1 सिटीज जो है ना, वो ऑलरेडी मतलब आप देखेंगे तो वहाँ मॉल्स ये सब ज़्यादा है.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Hello,
am I audible?
So good, you're audible.
ये क्वेश्चन मैं एक्चुअली समझ नहीं पाया हूँ. क्वेश्चन टायर 2, 3 सिटीज से मीन्स क्या हुआ?
No, so I was wondering, what is our rationale for the expansion? Why are we not focusing only on the big cities? Why are we moving out?
अपना जो प्रोडक्ट है, that is made for tier 2, 3 cities. That is economical.
Okay. And I was just also, as a follow-up, I was wondering how much of our revenue share are we expecting to come from the smaller cities after we set up the business?
आज के दिन तो हमारे पास जो है उसमें से 90% of coming from tier 2, 3 cities.
Okay.
Tier 1 cities. Like we are in Calcutta, but we don't have any numbers in Calcutta. 1 to 2% is there.
Okay.
But if we talk about Jaipur and all like Bhilwara, Jaipur, Kota, something cities like that, we have 7 to 10% of market.
Okay. That's all. Thank you.
And I think the money is more flowing in tier 2, 3 cities also.
Okay.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and one to ask a question. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. A reminder to all the participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Pooja Sharma, individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi. Thank you so much. Sir, just wanted to understand little bit on the cost side. So raw material cost, जैसे I'm guessing cotton आपका raw material होगा and cotton prices काफी ऊपर जा रहे हैं. So how much हम pass on कर सकते हैं, कब कर सकते हैं, immediate basis पे होता है या quarter के lag पे होगा? Could you just throw some light on that?
Immediately तो नहीं हो पाता है, end पे ही हो पाता है.
Okay.
तो हम लोग सीजन भी बोलते हैं.
अच्छा. Okay.
परंतु हम लोग का परचेज भी वैसे ही होता है. We don't do any current purchases. अभी जो हमारा माल है वो जनवरी परचेज का माल अभी चल रहा है.
अच्छा. ओके. तो आपके प्रोडक्ट्स भी सीजन वाइज सर सेल्स होते हैं, लाइक द विंटर सीजन एंड समर सीजन. सो देयर आर डिफरेंस इन मार्जिन्स आल्सो कि विंटर सीजन में मार्जिन्स आर बेटर.
विंटर सीजन में मार्जिन्स हाई रहते हैं.
ओके. तो आप पास ऑन, जैसे ये रॉ मटेरियल प्राइस यू विल बी एबल टू पास ऑन लेट्स इन Q1 और Q2?
डेफिनेटली. आपको जैसे बोला ना कि मेरा जनवरी का परचेज रहता है, that we get in March, April, and we can easily pass on that to our customers.
Okay. And so then in that case, जैसे कि फिर अभी जैसे margins correct हुए इस quarter में, तो I'm assuming because of the raw material increase. So on a
अभी raw material increase हो गया. जो मार्च में हमारे पास स्टॉक पाइल अप हुआ वो हाई कॉस्ट का था, इसकी वजह से वो मार्जिन्स कम हो गए. परंतु जब हम सेल करने जाएंगे उसको अप्रैल मई जून में, तो हमारे को प्राइसेस उसके मिल जाएंगे.
Okay.
We pass on to that price to the customers easily.
Okay. So on a long-term stable state basis, the margins we can assume to be what, about 18 to 20% range, or is that a fair assumption?
EBITDA will be 18 to 20%.
Okay. Got it. ठीक है. All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for taking my question.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and one to ask the question. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and one to ask the question. A reminder to all the participants, you may press star and one to ask the question. As there are no further questions, I now hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
It gives me immense pride at what we are building and the scale we are growing at. I would like to thank you all for your joining into the call today. I hope I was able to address your questions in the best way possible. If you may have any other queries, please post this call and or anything remained unanswered, you may please contact to our IR team at CNY. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Iris Clothing Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.